Hello everyone, this is Alex Trostle, and today I want to give you some tips on how to do well at career fair. The best thing you can do for career fair is prepare. You're going to need to have a resume for almost every single company that you talk to. If it goes well, they're going to want to keep it. This resume should have been reviewed many times before you bring it to career fair. Hopefully you've had upperclassmen review it, professors review it, and maybe even different companies review it. Your transcript, however, you do not need as many copies. This can just be a draft version of your transcript. It does not need to be an official transcript. There will be only a few companies that actually request to see your transcript at career fair. Most companies will request that later on. You're also going to want to have some images of your projects that you've worked on. These projects could be different Arduino things or PCBs that you've designed. In this case, if you have designed PCBs, I actually recommend bringing one of those PCBs with you so you can show it off as a subtle flex. In that folder, you're going to want to make sure you have blank paper for notes as well. Every company that you talk to, you likely want to give a different page to, so that way when you're scribbling down notes afterwards or during the conversation, you don't combine different companies and get very confused when you look at it later. Be sure to make sure that you write down the company's name, the person's name that you're speaking with, as well as their email. This will allow you to reach out to them after the career fair is over, and maybe even build a relationship enough to get you a job. The final thing that you need to prepare is a list of companies and where they are located within the career fair. This is essential. This is your game plan, what you're going to operate on. You want to layer them or order them in the order of priority. So if D3 Engineering is your primary company that you want to work for, then they should be at the top of your list. And then, and going down, you're going to have the rest of your companies in order. I would recommend checking out the RIT website and Career Fair app for the different companies that are going to attend Career Fair, so that way you know exactly where you're going when you walk into Career Fair. You do not want to walk in there and go, oh my gosh, there's so many people, there's so many booths, I don't know where to go. You need to have a game plan. And this list of companies and where they're located in career fair is your game plan. I would also recommend jotting down some notes about the company before you go up to them. Just a quick little Google search, where they're located, what they do at the company, just a general stuff. You don't need anything too specific. Don't spend too much time on this. As a final note, I'd recommend that you also put down any contacts or connections that you might have at this company. This might be someone that you previously interviewed with, or even just got their contact information from someone else. Dress professionally. Don't try to stand out with your clothing. You want to stand out with your intellectual abilities and how good of a public speaker you are and the way you interact with people, not with your crazy suit and tie. Dress with standard colors, I recommend wearing a darker blue. There are studies that say that people who wear darker blue are often considered more trustworthy, and you most certainly want to appear trustworthy. Something that people often overlook is wearing comfortable shoes. You should plan on being at career fair all day long, and as a result, you're going to be standing all day long. On the day of career fair, when you wake up and you put your feet on the ground, make sure to tell yourself, I can do this, because you can. After that, make sure to get a shower, smell good, wear deodorant. Don't put on too much perfume, however. This may make the career fair area get very fumigated, but you do not want to stink. Once you do this, you're of course going to need to get all dressed up in your suit and tie and head off to career fair. When you get to campus, you should expect to have to walk quite a distance to get to the field house. Arrive to career fair and wait in line. When you do this, prepare to be checked by security and do not have any bags. I recommend trying to go to the large companies that you have on your list as high priority. These lines will get very long very quickly towards the middle of the day or even just at 11 or 12. If you're not able to get to them in early day, I recommend getting to them as your last stops at the end of the day. Waiting in a line all day is not going to get you interviews. During the time of very busyness at career fair, I recommend hitting up the smaller companies on your list and going to the shorter lines. These companies can offer equally as valuable experiences. In fact, one of my most valuable experiences was at a company with only 9 engineers that I had never heard of. I cannot emphasize enough that I recommend staying at career fair all day long. If you leave early, you're just giving up opportunities. Your homework can wait. You have a career to work on.